Time to check in with Bulldog Tennis. Rob Bentley with you here on Ferris Sports Update as we are joined now by head coach Mark Doren. And Mark, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously now the men's team already through the conference regular season. Now looking forward to the GLIAC Tournament coming up here next week.
Yeah, this season flew by. I mean, it's been a lot of great tennis, but it really went fast, and it was a great regular season, and really looking forward to 2 weeks from now.
Your team 6-2 overall in conference play, and right in a heated race in the GLIAC with some high quality teams right there at the top of the conference.
Yeah, I think the conference was fairly deep this year. I mean, no one really. I mean, Wayne State kind of separated themselves, but I think all the teams still think they have a chance against Wayne. But yeah, even some great depth. Ashland, their first year in the conference, is qualified for the conference championship, so that's really neat. But I think that we're where we want to be headed into the conference championship.
Before we talk more about the GLIAC Tournament, we'll talk first about this past weekend and played your final two regular season matches at home, starting on Friday night with a big win over Purdue Northwest.
Yeah, that was a good win. I mean, it was a team they're at the bottom of the conference standings, but we knew still needed to take them serious, and they came ready to play. It was a good test for us leading into Saturday, and they have a unique team. They brought their one doubles at us. They were 6'8" and 6'6". So two guys that could really cover the court and kind of intimidate on the court. And I thought my two seniors at one doubles really, played strong and set the tone for the rest of the team, going against those guys. And it was a result we were hoping for, and even better play than we were expecting.
Obviously playing inside here on the highlights. Talk about that transition, maybe some tough weather conditions at times, forces you indoors, and other times you've been outside this spring.
Yeah, the previous weekend we had one of our matches outdoors versus Wayne State, and that was the first time we had been outdoors on our courts. We got a half a practice in before that, so it's kind of hard to go from back and forth. Our courts are much faster indoors, so the adjustments are pretty tough. I mean, you have to do a lot to your footwork, a lot to your strokes. But I mean, we made the adjustment quite well. Obviously, a week of practice really helped. But we feel right at home indoors. It's kind of an advantage we have playing indoors at Ferris.
Obviously, you get a lot of support at home when you're inside at the Racket Fitness Center, and a lot of the PTM students and fans that come out and have a chance to watch you play.
Yeah, it's a very unique setting. I mean, we're one of a few schools, Division II schools, that have their own racket facility. And what that does is it kind of creates you feel home, you feel very comfortable, and the fans are right next to the court. And unlike what most people think of tennis being kind of quiet, our crowd gets a little rowdy. And it really creates this atmosphere for our players to really feed off of. And it's been awesome this year.
Yeah, big win on Friday night. Then you came back on Saturday, took on Davenport, a West Michigan rival here, and got a big win to close out the regular season.
Yeah, last year Davenport really pushed us. And so we knew that they were going to come at us, and then the day before us, they lost 4-3 to Grand Valley, which was a similar score we had to Grand Valley. And so we knew they were going to, give us quite the match. And wow, did we just really step up? I think all the way through our lineup, everybody came to play, and a 7-0 victory against Davenport, really makes a statement to Wayne and to Grand Valley and to the other teams around us to let them know that, we're peaking at the right time and we're ready for the conference championships.
As you go into the conference championships coming up here next week following the Easter holiday, maybe talk about that field. Obviously some tough teams at the top, as you mentioned, Wayne State, Grand Valley, and yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, the field is strong, and even Northwood, had won the conference championship some 20-some times in a row. And they'll be, seated near us, and then Ashland and Lake State made it for the first time in a while, too. So, I mean, everybody is really playing well. I think that it's going to be just a great weekend of tennis. I think that this year has been a lot of respect from the other teams, for other teams, and the tennis, because of that, has been really good. It hasn't gotten too chippy. It hasn't, gotten out of control. It's been, really intense, but quality tennis.
How much confidence does that give some of your guys, obviously, that have been through this before and have had some success in the conference tournament going into this year's event?
Yeah, I mean, obviously our seniors have been through the whole gamut of high-level tennis, from making the Final Four their freshman year, the Elite Eight, and then even last year still continuing to have success. So they've really been able to lead my underclassmen. But I mean, a lot of my players have spent their whole life playing some pretty competitive tennis, so they understand how to go head on at it. But at the same time, to have the seniors kind of give them a feel for what to expect from the other teams, from the other coaches. It's really been a great advantage of ours to have seniors that have been through so much.
What's it been like having some of those younger guys that have transitioned in this year, and maybe how have they grown here over the course of the season?
Yeah, they've grown so much. I mean, obviously we have a lot of international students, and even from the beginning, just even the language barrier sometimes, being able to coach and then be a teammate. But they've come really, really far, and we're getting some. We had all 8 players play in the lineup this past weekend, and that's the first time that we've had all 8 in the same weekend all play and contribute and win. And I'd say that that's just because of how much the underclassmen have bought in to practice, to matches, to even off the court stuff. They really have bought in, and I think that it's starting to show at the right time.
Finally here, maybe for you personally, coming in, obviously you transition into the position here early in the year. Maybe what's the transition been like for you here throughout the year?
It's been phenomenal. It really has. The players welcomed me with open arms, both the men's and women's team, and it's been great. Obviously I knew a lot of them from being around the program last year, and I helped Daniel out a little bit last year. But I mean, they really have shown a lot of respect for my style of coaching, and it's been great because I've tried to show the respect for their style of tennis, and the transition's been great. It's been a lot of fun getting to know each of them on the court, off the court, with their academics, and I think that the program is going to continue to be very strong, and we really look forward to an awesome future.
What's it going to take maybe for your team to go into the GLIAC tournament and have some success next weekend?
I think just a solid week of practice this week, even with it kind of being interrupted with some holiday weekend. But I think that they know what the tasks are at hand, and they seem to be extremely focused. I think doubles is going to be our biggest key. I mean, if we get the doubles point in each of our matches next weekend, we really feel we can go on the court and take anyone for the rest of the match. But that doubles point is where we succeed. This year, I think we were probably the best team in the conference, as far as our doubles play, and we're starting to get some results from all throughout the lineup. On Saturday we had all 3 of our doubles win, which is big for us because that really makes everyone feel really comfortable going into the singles.
Well, Mark, thanks for being with us. Best of luck into the GLIAC tournament next week.
Thank you, my pleasure.
That'll do it for Ferris Sports Update. Reminder, you can follow all the action and get all the results online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week.
Awesome.